Okay, as promised, here is the second portion. This is our movement prep, where we're getting ready to go into action. We're gonna do something like play tennis, we're gonna swim, we're gonna lift weights. We do something active where the body needs to be mobilized and some blood flow and ready to go. So what we're gonna do this with a band. The other stuff we did on the floor with a foam roller, and we did some stretching. So here we go. You wanna get a little bit of resistance in the band by creating a loop on each side, double up the band. And so what we're gonna do is, if you're following along with the form, we're gonna run through 1 through 8, and the rest of it is pretty much self-explanatory. So what we'll do is we'll push the band against our waist and create some resistance, pulling out against the band. And what we will do is internal and external rotation, mostly external. So I want to pull my lats down to my back pocket, and I want to separate my sternum. While I'm doing that, I'm holding that position. I'm gonna put resistance against this band, pull it against myself, and I'll basically put my thumbs out so I can make sure I'm actually doing the movement. So I'll external rotate, and when I say internal, I'm gonna basically just bring it back to start position and external rotate again. So we wanna do that for about 10 repetitions. So our second one, we'll do that same thing, but we'll bring it right to chest level. So this is a band pull apart for 1 rep. Now we're gonna take our thumbs and do that same thing. External rotate. So if I'm looking out of the corner of my eye, I can see that I'm doing it, and I can feel my chest separating, and I can feel my lats being pulled down in my back pocket, and I can feel that rotation of the shoulder. So again, we're mobilizing, we're putting some blood flow in there, we're getting ready to move. Now our next one is very common. People do this one all the time. It's called a dislocate. So if you've done CrossFit or any kind of Olympic lifting, you probably have heard this. So a lot of times we're using a broomstick or a PVC pipe. For this purpose today, we're gonna use a band. Same band we've been using, the extra light one. Go up over the head, and when I get here, I'll pull my lats down, and then I'm gonna pull this down behind my back. Pull it across, and again, I'll do 10 repetitions of those. So moving on to number 4. Another very common movement is a windmill. So again, I'll keep my same resistance, lock one arm down to the side, and bring my arm over my head like that, and come back to start position. Now when I get a little better at this, I'll do both sides together. If that's too complicated, you can just do one side at a time. Some people get a little confused. Just knock out one side and then do the other. After that, we're gonna do an overhead scapular retraction. So basically, I'm gonna put my arms above my head like this. I'm gonna tuck my lats into my back pocket, retract my scapula, pulling my shoulder blades together. As I do that, then I'm gonna pull this band down just behind my head. So up, and then retract down. So the whole time I'm trying to keep my chest out, my shoulder blades retracted back, trying to keep that external rotation. Anytime I feel like I'm rotating in, I'll reset that. Because what we're trying to do is get away from that. Most of the time, our jobs, our cars, all the stuff we do on computers, our phones, we're internally rotated, relaxing like this. That's not good. We want to be externally rotated and open. Okay, so our next one is we'll do a band pull apart. So we did that at the beginning, but now we're going to do some repeaters of that. So what we'll do is we'll get our little resistance again, same deal, and pull this against the chest. And the whole time I'm keeping that external rotation, right? And I'm pulling back. Again, trying to keep my shoulder blades back and my lats down into the back pocket. Okay, so that's our pull aparts. Our next one we'll do is a tricep skull crusher. So we're gonna get one arm locked down to the side and then just doing this number. So we've mobilized a little bit already, so the body will probably fight you on this one a little bit if you got tight shoulders, but try to get it knocked out. Now if this one's too painful or if you don't have the mobility to do it, do the best you can. Maybe you do something like this, but try not to be in the front too much. You wanna be a little bit more back because we're trying to mobilize. Now, once we've got all that done, so now you're getting closer to ready to rock. So if you're doing some type of an impact sport or something that you're gonna need to produce force or absorb force, such as tennis, baseball, football, any of that kind of stuff, or if you're riding a bicycle, even a mountain bike, you're absorbing force as your bike is hitting the ground and bouncing around. So what we want to do is get the body kind of ready for that. So we're going to just move this band like that, and the muscles are firing quickly and basically just reacting to that. So we'll do both directions. About 20 of those, just count them out, or you can count out 20 seconds or so, and then you'll do obviously both sides. All right, so that is that, and once you've done that, then you want to kind of just see how everything feels. So okay, am I mobile? Am I ready to go? Do I feel any popping, any crunching or anything like that, or any kind of pains in my shoulders? If so, you may want to do it again just to kind of get your body ready to go. So that's pretty much it for today. There's a lot more, but we just kind of scratched the surface there. This is a good way to get moving and get yourself prepped. All right, until next time.